Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the News at 7, streaming on CBS News Philadelphia and on Philly 57. I'm Jim Donovan.
And I'm Janelle Burrell. Welcome to Thursday, everybody. We're going to start with that dreary next weather forecast. Meteorologist Kate Boyle is standing by and has the details. Hi, Kate.
Hey there, Janelle and Jim. Yeah, it is an ugly looking morning. Very gray, very drizzly. Now, things have gotten better visibility wise. We were seeing a lot of fog on this camera just in the last half hour. You couldn't even see the stadiums here. But now the fog is not quite as bad, starting to mix out a little bit, but the clouds are in place. Chandler's going to tell you about that coming up in just a moment. It's a slow go on the roads as well. And it's going to be damp and dreary and drizzly all day long. Scattered showers have been around this morning. They're few and far between. It's more drizzle than showers, but a few steadier showers to the north earlier. Some patchy fog out there, and then it's just cloudy, drizzly, and cool today. A temperature gradient is going to set up, though. By that, I mean it'll be cooler the farther north and east you are in the area, the further south and west you are. Our viewers down in Delaware, you may see a little bit of sun trying to peek through. And you can see that reflected even now. It's in the 40s in Trenton and Toms River. Right at 50 in Philadelphia, but it's 54 in Dover. So the closer you get to that breeze off the North Atlantic, the chillier you will be today. Clouds and radar showing most of the showers moving out of here. There are a couple of sprinkles still trying to pop up, but we're just looking at really gray conditions all day long and temperatures going nowhere. We're talking mid to upper 50s. If we get a few breaks of sun, it's toward the end of the day, and it's a bonus at best. But it's a slow go on the roads this morning. Let's send it over to Chandler for the latest on what's going on. Hey, Chandler.
Yeah, Kate, let me show you a zoomed in view of that accident that we're seeing on 95 southbound right in front of the stadium complexes in South Philly. It's just before Broad Street, and we have the right lane getting by at the moment. Previously, all lanes were temporarily blocked. Then we just had the shoulder open. Well, now they've reopened the right lane. Hopefully, the rest of the crews can at least open that center lane or clear the scene. A lot of emergency crews already left with this accident, a messy scene here. Now, within the delays that we're following, even pouring back before the Walt Whitman Bridge, we have another crash that happened. Looks like it involves a tanker truck here. The center lane is blocked off in the southbound direction 95 right near the Walt. You're looking at a major delay as you travel 95 southbound, really starting from the Vine Street Expressway right now. So heavy delays if you're looking to get to Philly International Airport. And the Schuylkill eastbound, we're following this crash here that now has one lane blocked as you travel just before Conshohocken. That roadway is partially blocked. We're also busy along the New Jersey Turnpike. I'm going to have that coming up, Janelle.
All right, thank you for that, Chandler. Breaking overnight, police investigating how a man got stuck underneath a train in Philadelphia's Port Richmond neighborhood. Police said they got several phone calls just after midnight for reports of a person screaming under a train on the 2200 block of East Somerset Street. When officers got to the scene, they found a man, a 23-year-old man, under the engine compartment of that train. He had not been hit by the wheels, so medics were able to pull him out unhurt. Also breaking overnight, 2 teenagers shot in West Philadelphia. Police say this happened just after 10:30 last night. An officer on patrol, they say, was approached by a 17-year-old boy who was shot in the arm on the 100 block of North Redfield Street. Police then found a second 17-year-old boy shot in the chest. He's now in critical condition. Police say a bullet also went into the bedroom of a house on the street, but nobody there was hit.
Philadelphia leaders are celebrating what they believe is a big step in the fight to get ghost guns off the streets. 2 major suppliers of ghost guns have reached settlements with the city to stop selling their products that have been entering Philly at an alarming rate. So here's a look at what those settlements involve. One company, Polymer 80, would now be prohibited from ever selling or advertising ghost gun kits in Philadelphia. It also blocks Polymer 80 from selling or advertising kits in 8 surrounding counties for 4 years. Polymer 80 also agreed to pay the city $1.3 million over 4 years, which will go towards gun violence prevention. In the second settlement involving a company called JSD Supply, which city officials called the largest ghost gun distributor in the state, the company will stop selling ghost gun kits in Pennsylvania for 4 years. It will also block vendors from selling ghost guns at Eagle Gun show events run by JSD Supply for 2 years.
Ultimately, the ease of which individuals are able to obtain illegal firearms continue to be a serious issue for all of us. And one of the main contributors to uptick in gun violence is guns, and particularly these ghost guns.
We're talking about guns that don't have serial numbers. We're talking about guns that are made of plastic. We're talking about guns that show up at the scenes of shootings more and more and more, year over year over year. Those guns are for nothing but crime.
Police Commissioner Kevin Boyle confirmed that 2 of the 6 weapons recovered in last week's shooting at an Eid al-Fitr celebration in West Philly were ghost guns. We did reach out to Polymer 80 for comment, but we have not heard back. We were also unable to reach JSD Supply. We're learning more about Pennsylvania State Representative Kevin Boyle, who still hasn't turned himself in on a warrant for violating a protection from abuse order. Boyle's brother, Congressman Brendan Boyle, released a statement yesterday revealing that Kevin's struggle with mental illness has been a nightmare for their family, adding that they are doing the best to help him get better. The incident comes just days before the primary election. Kevin Boyle, who represents parts of Northeast Philadelphia, is seeking an 8th term in office.
We caught up with some Sixers fans outside of the Wells Fargo Center after last night's win, who say they are relieved after the team looked out of sync in the first half.
Oh, man, I thought we was going to lose. I kept saying, yeah, we're going to lose. We both said the same thing, that Maxey was going to have to step up, and Big looked sluggish, but he came through in the fourth quarter. But we were worried.
They certainly were. Our coverage of the Sixers continues online. You can find everything you need to know, including game matchups, times, rosters, and much more at cbsphiladelphia.com.
Happening today, President Biden continues his campaign swing through the Keystone State with a stop in Philadelphia. The president will visit a rec center in North Philadelphia later this morning. Earlier this week, Mr. Biden visited his birthplace of Scranton and also paid a visit to Pittsburgh. Meantime, former President Donald Trump is expected to return to a lower Manhattan courtroom for his criminal trial today. Jury selection is set to continue after 7 jurors were seated on Tuesday. Case centers around documents allegedly falsified to hide a hush money payment to an adult film actress who says she had an affair with Trump.